Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and today is Saturday, July 6th already, 2024. This year's going by so fast. It is time for my weekly update. I think we'll start at the strawberry patch because I need your guys' advice. Okay, so here we are at the strawberry patch. I have been getting a lot of strawberries, except as soon as they're ripe, they just disappear into thin air. Now I was in here weeding. I did not see any place where anything can get in. Now the entire strawberry is gone, like it was never there. Oh boy, I got a lot of mushrooms in there. Look at that, I gotta get those. Yeah, and now it seems like they might be eating them before, stealing them, before they are even ripe. So I don't know what's going on. When I was weeding, I did not see holes or anything, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, well, take everything except my plants out and hunt around and see what is going on. I've had a great crop of strawberries, but haven't been able to eat a single one. Somebody suggested it might be voles, so I'm going to have to figure out what I do with those. But it's been very disappointing. My strawberries are healthy. They look delicious, but when I come out in the afternoon to get them, it could be a huge strawberry. It's gone, the whole thing, like it was never there. So I don't know. Anyways, as usual, my wild black raspberry is doing great, and so is her little baby. I showed you last week, and it was only like to there. It's grown that much in a week. Like I said, the other one died. Don't know what happened. Raspberries, they just keep growing and growing and growing. Blueberries are doing great. I am going to see if I could propagate these to create more plants. Oh, let's see. We'll do the outside garden last. So let's go over here to my gardens on the side. So as you know, I was creating a cottage garden, a wattle fence, etc. So my wattle fence I have added to. Probably doesn't look like I added much, but I did. I'm going to keep adding to this. So what I want to do is wrap it around, going around the cottage garden. I'm going to take the backs of these two Adirondack chairs we have that are no longer usable, and right about here, I'm going to create a gate. And then I'd like to just wrap the wattle fence around. So here we are at the strawberry patch, or the pumpkin patch. So I have just been getting one blossom after another. It's just constant. Every morning there's a bunch of blossoms. That's a little gourd plant that I planted out here, I think last week or the week before. It was the only seedling that came up, and my daughter-in-law wanted gourds really bad. They're great for decoration, but they're not practical in my opinion, so I wasn't going to plant them. But I did, so I'm waiting to see what happens with that one. But the pumpkins, these are sugar pumpkins, are doing great. So I should have a lot of pumpkin puree to can and use for Thanksgiving. So I started putting these pavers here. Whoever had the property before must have had some buildings back here, because there's all kinds of rocks, foundation stones, pavers, all kinds of stuff back there. So I have to dig up for more. So anyways, there's my little Miss Ma'am at Persephone. I'm going to fill all this in with various pavers. They don't have to match. Fill that in there. I'm going to put one of my bird baths there. So this is my mojito mint, going crazy. I picked a whole bunch yesterday and I put it in some iced tea I made. Oh my God, so good. This cottage garden has really taken nicely. New addition right there. I saw that at the Dollar Tree. I thought it was so cute that I had to get it and put it in here. So this is doing great. So gate there, continue the wattle fence around. This is to keep the cats out. So let's go to the outdoor garden. Give me a minute. Okay, we're in the outdoor vegetable garden. And as you can see, I have this bed and that bed way over there in the corner. Those are empty. So what I'm going to be doing this week is weeding them and refreshing them, because in the zone I live in, fall planting starts mid to late July. So I'm going to be taking care of that. These are the peppers. Well, those are basil, but these are peppers over here. The ones that just weren't growing in the greenhouse. I brought them out here. They're starting to grow. I know they are way, way behind. I'm going to wait and see what happens. Over here, these are my shelling peas. These are called green arrows. As you can see by the yellowing leaves, they are at the end of their life cycle. So I am dying down here with the harvesting. Almost done with that, which means I am going to have another empty bed, which I will be preparing for fall planting. I will be planting a lot more peas. There are certain things I want to increase in my fall planting. Peas are one of them. So these are my lima beans. As you can see, they are doing very well. I am making my own trellises from just stuff I find around the yard, because, well, I have it. Well, I spend money and I love that rustic look. So, oh, look at my asparagus. Just looks so lovely. That is such a beautiful plant. So over here are my San Marzano, my sauce tomatoes. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm getting all kinds of tomatoes. You can see, I think these are indeterminate. See all the flowers on here. These are, I believe, like beefsteak or something over here. So those will be popping up soon. There's my cherry tomatoes, the Mexico midgets. This, I believe, is flamenco. He has a lot more coming. And that one, I can't remember what it is, but it's a medium-sized tomato. So I got all kinds of tomatoes. Carrots are still growing from the spring. See what happens. I don't know what will happen. My 2 surviving cucumber plants. I don't know why cucumbers just weren't working out for me. I have like issues with cucumbers and peppers for some reason. But here's the thing. The smaller plant, it has all, I don't know if you can see in there. Let me see. All kinds of blossoms down there. The big plant has nothing. Why? I don't know. But I have these vining up a wooden trellis from, the woods. Over here, a whole bunch more tomatoes out here. Don't they look? Oh, a sucker I missed. It just, all these tomatoes, I'm so excited. So, yeah, everything's doing pretty good. I will be changing and increasing things next year based on my notes and my experiences from this year. Can you guys see that? No. The sun makes it hard. But yeah, those are the Mexico midgets. So over here, these are the Brussels sprouts I planted last spring. They kept getting eaten by the moths. So I rigged up a little thing here. And I was cutting off all the bad leaves. So actually, believe it or not, they are starting to look better. Whether they'll produce anything after the hot weather we had, I don't know. Now we're back down into the 70s. I think it's supposed to be that way for a few days. I don't know what will happen with these. We'll see. But in the middle of July, I will be using this bed after I refresh it for more Brussels sprouts. So, we'll see what happens. I think that's it for the outdoor garden. We're going to go into the greenhouse now. My potatoes appear to be doing good. These are russet potatoes. I've never grown potatoes before. This is my first time, so I'm assuming they're doing good. So in the greenhouse, everything is doing fantastic. These are the first direct sow. And yeah, the basil's doing great too. First direct sow from seeds tomatoes. More carrots. Wait to see what happens with those. I had a bunch of direct sow over there and I had to thin them out. So I put them in here and over here. So I did them in the evening because I like for them to get the cool of the night, and they all wilted just like those did over there. But they popped back up after a couple days, doing good. These are my plants which I have rooted in water, doing fantastic. You can see they're getting little blooms on them. These are my original started last winter plants. Out of control. They're doing great. They've got all kinds of flowers. Can you see the tomatoes back here? Whole bunch of tomatoes. Just look at that. Oh, I'm so excited about my tomatoes. Are the most important vegetable to me. I guess being Sicilian and wanting to make my homemade sauce and can it and all that. I guess that's what it is. So yeah, these are the second direct sow seeds. I think that's a rooted one. These are doing fantastic. Like I said, I think next year all tomatoes are going to be grown in the greenhouse because they actually seem to do better in here. What's that beetle doing on my leaf there? Anyways, let's see. You could see tomatoes there. Got tomatoes there. I did pick the first of my cherry tomatoes. They weren't quite ripe. They were, almost ripe. So I have those in the house. We're going to try those today. But here's some more cherry tomatoes. I picked them from this plant here, and there's more coming. And look at this. This is the silvery fir. Look at all those tomatoes. Amazing, huh? This is the plant I said I didn't think I was going to grow again because it's hard to get started. It's worth the effort because, man, they produce a lot of tomatoes. So let's see. I believe that's it. Everything is going pretty good for my first year doing gardening on a bigger scale. So I'm pleased. I'm going to make changes, but I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.